This is Michael Draca's initials on a retainer contract that he signed with an attorney yesterday. His attorney's now saying it's time for Draca's side of the story to be told.
Just being a criminal defense attorney in general, I believe everybody has the right to a fair trial.
Attorneys Lisa Clifton, Bryant Camerino, and John Trevina are Michael Draca's defense team. They will represent him during his manslaughter trial in the shooting death of Marquise McLaughlin. Draca says he was standing his ground in self-defense when he shot him on July 19th at the Circle A Food Mart in Clearwater.
The portrayal of Mr. Draca by the media, having not spoken to him or anybody in his family or any of his neighbors or anything, you guys have it completely wrong.
They are working to get him out.
There are other people that are sitting in jail that have killed people that have lower bonds.
Clifton brought in Trevina and Camerino because they had experience with manslaughter cases. At this moment, they don't know if they will use the stand your ground defense.
It's not political. It's not about, we're not advocating a position. We're not here to change the law or to maintain the law. We're here to represent someone. He asked for our help, and so we're here to help him. That's it.
Let's just say, as I said before, that this is going to be a very complex case, as we already know, legally and factually.
When we asked Clifton if she was working pro bono, she wouldn't answer the question directly, but she did say that there would be some payment of sort. Right now, Draca's attorneys are working to get him a bond reduction hearing. In Pinellas County, Jamal Lene, News Channel 8.
When Marquise McLaughlin was shot and killed, it sparked community outrage. Many asking, how could the shooting be justified? Why was the shooter not taken into custody right away? News Channel 8's Chip Osowski joining us live in Tampa tonight in our Tampa newsroom, in fact, with a story about one man's effort to ask those questions and a few more.
And Keith, Lorenzo Jenkins isn't your typical community activist. He's a convicted felon who spent time in prison for a number of crimes, including murder.
I was just doing to send a message, man. Like, come on, get everybody out here. Let's do something, make a change.
When Lorenzo Jenkins learned about what happened at the Circle A convenience store in Clearwater, it struck a chord with him. He too has been shot.
Went in right there, came out. Went in right there, came out.
And has been the shooter.
I done been to prison, you know what I'm saying? I done been prison for it. Same thing. Same thing.
What?
Murder.
His video struck a chord with people in the community. Dozens who watched his Facebook Live video showed up to join what began as a one-man protest and march.
All the support that showed me that we can come together.
Jenkins tells me after spending years behind bars, he's learned one very important lesson. Violence doesn't accomplish anything.
We ain't always got to pick up the fist, you know, a fight with guns, man. We can do it other ways and get results. Like, look what happened.
And Jenkins tells me he's using his social media stardom in other positive ways. Just last night, he held a fundraiser for a girl whose mother recently died to help with the funeral expenses. Live at the Tampa News Center, I'm Chip Osowski, News Channel 8.